Yo guys, welcome back. It is Ripe again. Today we got episode 10 of our r/EntitledParents series, and I bet you're gonna enjoy these 3 new stories. So sit back, relax, and listen to some annoying entitled parents. Crazy entitled mom yells at me for turning her son gay and then demands money to help with her son's trauma. Backstory. So I'm 19 and from Bulgaria, and when I was 17 I moved to England and started a long distance relationship with my current girlfriend. About a month ago I moved to America to live with my girlfriend, and this story happened around a week ago. So the cast of the story is me, GF for girlfriend, RM for roommate, EM for entitled mom, and K for kid. So I was out in the driveway of the house cleaning up the leaves that always seem to come in droves and settle on our area, but nowhere else. Anyway, the EM walks past and stops at our gate. The EM clears throat and smiles. Me, oh hi there. Keep in mind that I have a relatively thick Bulgarian accent. EM,
are you new here? I haven't seen you around before.
Me, oh yeah, I am. I just moved in with my girlfriend's name. EM,
well, it's nice to meet you.
Me, nice to meet you too. At this point, the kid was staring through the bars at what I was doing. He seemed to be entranced by my cleaning. By the way, I'm not sure what entranced means, but maybe he means to be in a trance. That's what I guess.
So, is your girlfriend home?
Yes, she's just upstairs with RM.
So why are you doing the cleaning instead of her?
I was taken aback by this and stopped cleaning for a moment, dropping the dustpan and brush into the rubbish bag I had been using. Excuse me?
Well, cleaning isn't a man's job. You should be working or doing DIY.
I am quite skinny, and even the baggy hoodie I was wearing showed that. Obviously, I wouldn't be very good at DIY. I'm sorry, but since when have chores been gendered? At this point the EM laughed as if I had asked something extremely stupid, like what color the sky was.
It's a well-known fact that women do all the housework.
I don't know what planet you are living on, but here on Earth we gave up on that crap long ago. It's fine for people of any gender to do any job they like. The EM looked me dead in the eye and gave a half smile.
Are you gay?
Me, visibly shocked. What? No.
Then why are you doing a woman's job?
Kid,
Mommy, can we go? I need to tidy my room before my friends come around.
the EM took what her kid said like a lap to the face, and she turned to me with daggers in her eyes.
How dare you?
Me, kinda confused. What did I do?
How dare you abuse my son?
How the hell did I abuse your son?
You are telling my son that it's okay to be gay. You are turning my son gay. That is abuse and harassment.
The kid then started crying, and EM told him to run home. I was happy that the kid was gone. Now I could let loose on this mom without swearing in front of a child. I never really understood how other people on here stay calm and respectful in these situations. Still say ma'am and not swearing at all. Must be an American thing. I'm not American. But before I can say anything, the EM speaks again.
We shouldn't let filthy immigrants like you into this country, disrespecting our people and brainwashing our children.
That was it. That was the straw that broke the camel's back. I stated very bluntly. F off. The EM was taken aback by this and stood there for a second, white-faced.
You little...
I cut her off. No. F you. F your prejudiced and homophobic views. Get the F off my property and never come back, you miserable C. EM.
People like you shouldn't be allowed to own property in a country they don't belong in.
Then she hit me, so I hit back. I caught her in the nose and she stumbled back before screaming bloody murder.
Assault! Assault! This illegal immigrant assaulted me!
I was ready to assault her again, but at this point my girlfriend and the RM had come outside. Girlfriend shakes her head at me in disbelief as I hurl insult after insult at the EM in Bulgarian as she continues to insult me.
You should be locked up, faggot. You should be deported, you damn immigrant scum.
My girlfriend took me inside after that as RM stayed to talk to the lady. I was shaken with rage and it took me hours and a nice bath for me to calm down. And according to RM, the EM left not long after I did, swearing that I had traumatized her son. I figured that was the end of it. The next day, I woke up, looked out of the window and saw the EM stood there, arms folded. I sighed and walked downstairs to talk to her. The second I walked out, she confronted me.
Well, hand it over.
Hand what over?
The money.
What money?
The money that you owe me for traumatizing my son.
I laughed and the harsh barking sound echoing around the area.
Don't laugh, this is serious. You turned my son gay and now he needs counseling which you will pay for.
I just slowly shook my head and went back to my warm bed.
I won't let this satanic tattooed lesbian look after my baby.
So far, I have worked in a McDonald's, 2 childcare centers, and I am currently a cleaner at a shopping center. So I deal with entitled parents on an almost daily basis, and after following this Reddit for ages, I decided I can share a few of my great stories. So I have a few tattoos on my arm, and I have a few stories about this one childcare center and my arm tattoos. So I was sitting at a table with some of the children and we were drawing. Enter EP and CK, the cute kid who wasn't bad. EP drops off CK, who runs over to me and joins our table. CK starts drawing with us. EP comes over to me and stares at my arm.
What are those?
Pointing at my tattoos. Me, oh, this is the Dark Mark, and this is the Marauders, and this is... EP cuts me off.
How dare you have such evil tattoos, and you are proud of those.
CK.
No, mommy, they aren't evil tattoos. They are Harry Potter.
Harry Potter had saved my life a few times, so I have a few Harry Potter tattoos on my arm. And I love teaching the kids about Harry Potter. We even had a Harry Potter party in that room on my birthday. We had a sorting hat, and the kids chose their house. EP.
You are teaching kids it's okay to disrespect themselves and teaching them evil things and tell them to draw on themselves.
I start tearing up and CK and a few kids notice and hug me. My co-worker, the CW, notices this and comes over as well. EP.
You will go to hell.
And she doesn't want CK in my class while CK starts crying as well. CW. Have you signed in CK? EP.
Yes?
CW. Then you need to leave.
I don't want her looking after my daughter. You need to get rid of her.
If you don't want her to look after your daughter, you will need to find another center as she is a part of the center and we cannot fire her because of a few tattoos. The CW takes off her jacket, revealing 2 whole arm sleeves. The EP turns pale and tries to take CK, who is holding onto me. CW. Excuse me, you cannot take her. Her father is picking her up today. The EP and her husband were divorced. EP yelling.
I cannot leave my baby with this satanic tattooed lesbians.
CW and I look at each other and start laughing. CW. Well, you cannot take her unless you want to lose custody of CK. So the EP still leaves. In the end, we called CK's dad and he got full custody of CK because her mom violated their custody agreement. And the CK also continued to come back to the center. I don't get this mom. Like, why would she say that the person who's telling the story is a satanic lesbian if she has a Harry Potter tattoo? Also, I'm wondering where did she get the lesbian from? Like, she just assumes that, or how can you tell that someone is a lesbian? Anyway, going from one shallow entitled parent to the next one. Entitled mom gets her daughter and her friends to accuse me of rape and demand that I be kicked from an art contest. Backstory. This happened when I was 15 and I had just moved to a new high school and knew no one. Due to my first name and appearance, everybody assumed I was a boy without asking or at least trying to figure out. My first name is a unisex name most commonly used by boys, and I wear clothes from the boys section because I like the style. I was also flat-chested. So yeah, everybody thought I was a boy. I didn't care though, and I'm not gender fluid or anything. I was born female, and no one was doing it maliciously. I was also too socially awkward to correct anyone. Actual story. About 2 weeks after I came to the school, there was an art contest, nature themed. Being the loner I was, I spent a lot of time outside, which made the contest perfect for me. I drew a bear in a cave hibernating with leaves falling around it and a ghost-like drawing of the bear's ancestors in the background. Another girl drew a picture of a bunch of deer running through a field, and this girl was the entitled girl, the EG. As awful as this girl was, I thought her art was beautiful and such talent was wasted on her. One guy I knew pretty well drew a dog stalking a fox that was stalking a rabbit. Stalking guy, SG. Everyone else, like 4 other people, did casual stuff like a field of flowers, birds in a tree. Oh, another guy did a picture of a squirrel giving birth. Sadly, it wasn't that detailed. I'm getting some weird vibes here from this story, to be honest. But let's see how it goes. The EG looked over at my drawing. EG,
You know, it would look a lot better if you spent more time on the rock.
She smiled innocently while gesturing at the bear. That's not a rock, it's a bear.
Oh, gotcha. Sometimes boys draw so vague and abstractly, not a lot of primary contrast.
Yeah, she said a lot of big art related words to sound smart. Primary contrast?
If you don't understand it now, you will never get it.
She waves her hand dismissively and walked away. The contest host announced the 3 winners. Those 3 would advance to the next round. SG got first, I got second, and the EG got third. Now SG was super popular, so she, the EG, went up and congratulated him while glaring at me. After she left, I talked to SG a little bit. The next day I get to my locker and "rapist" is written across it in red paint. Everyone is staring at me, whispering, and the EG walked by with a security guard. EG,
That's him! That's the boy who raped me!
I'm asked to go with them, and I do. People were screaming at me and calling me names. Someone even threw a half-eaten burger at me. McDonald's morning cravings, I guess. We get to the office and EG's mom is standing next to the principal's desk with the smuggest look on her face. Principal, do you know why you're here? I think so.
Don't play games, you little shit. You raped my daughter.
EG, fake crying.
Yeah, she did.
Principal, so did you? No.
Don't lie. You held her down and raped her.
Me, with what?
With your penis, of course. How else?
Me, Principal, I don't know what to say other than she's lying.
No, I'm not. My friends witnessed it.
F1 and F2 got called to the office. Principal, your parents are on their way. Do you want to wait for them? Me, no. I want to wait here and hear what F1 and F2 have to say. They tell their story about how I raped EG outside the back of the school, keeping it short and simple. I started to laugh.
How effing dare you! You rape my angel and then you laugh at her?
EG,
You should be kicked from this art contest.
I'm still laughing. The room has gone silent apart from me. Principal, quiet! He's effing livid and starts tearing me a new one. Well, he would have been if I did it. Then SG walked in with the papers for principal. He looks around at all of us. SG, is this a bad time? Me, hey SG, tell them what we did last night. SG, we got food and watched a movie at my place.
Liar! You probably raped my sweetheart too.
EG freaks out.
No, Mom, he didn't. Just me. SG did nothing wrong. I promise.
Principal, but if you were with SG, how did he rape you?
Are you calling her a liar? Just kick him from the contest and we won't sue him.
Me, I'm sorry, but the way you described what happened makes it impossible for me to do it.
What do you mean? Are you calling me a liar?
Yes.
This boy.
Me, I am not a boy. The room fell quiet again. The girl's and EM's face went white. Principal looked confused and SG had a look of realization. SG, oh, so that's why you wear your physical education clothes under your normal ones. EM goes ballistic, screaming and shouting about how I am lying. My parents get here and they confirm that I'm a girl. The EM got chewed out by our principal and kicked off the parent association thing, while EG and her shitty friends were suspended for a week. The EG was also kicked from the contest and banned from participating in any of them for the rest of the year, and she had to pay for the paint to be cleaned off. I'm in my junior year at that school, and some people from my year are still debating on my real sex and gender. In case this story is true, it's absolutely crazy, but what I'm curious about, how could the principal not know that the person in question, the maker of the story, is not a girl? I think the principal should have known that, or at least he could have looked in his files. Anyway, that's not even just an entitled mom, that's just a crazy lunatic. So guys, that was the last story for today. Thank you so much for watching my videos until the end. And I apologize once again, I think I already apologized at the beginning, for not making videos in the last few days. But to be honest, at the moment I have my finals at university and I really don't have a lot of time. And after my finals are over, I will make probably daily videos, so stay tuned for that. And don't forget to click like and subscribe, and see you in the next video.